Imperialism is the policy of extending the rule or authority of an empire or nation over foreign countries, or of acquiring and holding colonies and dependencies. Sierra Leone, otherwise known as the Republic of Sierra Leone, is located on the western coast of Africa. It is bordered by Guinea in the northeast, Liberia in the southeast, and the Atlantic Ocean in the southwest. Sierra Leone has a tropical climate with a diverse environment ranging from savanna to rainforest. The first known colonization effort took place in Sierra Leone. The original settlers, 450 destitute black men and women from England, called the Black Poor, arrived in 1787. In 1792, they were joined by 1,200 black loyalists from Canada, who were former U.S. bondsmen who had fought alongside the British Army in the Revolutionary War. They were dissatisfied with the conditions in Nova Scotia, where they had been sent. Jamaican Maroons, runaways who had been deceitfully deported to Canada after they had signed a peace treaty with the British, followed them in 1800. The European nation was interested in the area for the children, diamonds, and warfare. Sierra Leone became a colony of Britain nearly 100 years earlier in the late 18th century. This means that Sierra Leone became a colony of Britain just after the 13 American colonies gained their independence from Britain. In the early part of the 20th century, colonial officials told them to produce palm oil, cocoa beans, and coffee. In the 1930s, diamond mines were open. They had many raw materials such as bauxite and rutile.
The British business companies were interested in taking advantage of their agricultural and mineral resources. The African population is composed of 20 native ethnic groups, constituting 90% of the total population. The two largest are the Mendi, about 30%, and the Temni, about 30% of the population. Other peoples making up the 30% of the African populace include the Balom, Fulani, Gola, Kissi, Kono, Karanko, Krim, Kru, Limba, Loko, Malinke, Sherbro, Susu, Vai, and Yalunka.
Creoles, descendants of free Jamaican slaves who settled in Freetown area in the late 18th century, account for the remaining 10% of the total population. Refugees from Liberia's recent civil war also live in Sierra Leone, along with the small numbers of Europeans, Lebanese, Pakistanis, and Indians.
Between the 1870s and 1900s, Africa faced European imperialist aggression, diplomatic pressures, military invasions, and eventual conquest of colonization. At the same time, African societies put up various forms of resistance against the attempt to colonize the countries and impose foreign domination. By the early 20th century, however, much of Africa except Ethiopia and Liberia had been colonized by European powers.
In 1938, Wallace Johnson returned to West Africa and founded Sierra Leone branch of the Nationalist West Africa Youth League with the aim of building a mass movement across class lines. After World War II, the British government gave in to nationalist demands in Sierra Leone as elsewhere in West Africa. Democratic institutions were hurriedly constituted. The small Creole minority hoped to entrench their rights politically, but the 1951 Constitution gave control to the majority. In 1961, Sierra Leone became an independent country. In 1968, a few years after independence was achieved, Saka Stevens returned to power at the head of the civilian government following another military coup.
Then in 1971, Sierra Leone declared a republic, and Stevens became the executive president. In 1991 was the start of the Civil War. Despite the European rule, the culture of Sierra Leone was preserved.
Sierra Leoneans have a unique blend of cultural traditions. They are vibrant, exuberant, and expressive people, and their cultural values, traditions, and belief systems are widely practiced and respected.
A variety of food, flamboyant clothing, jewelry, handmade crafts, lively festivals, and the performing arts are expressions of this colorful society. The people of Sierra Leone are well known for their friendliness and hospitality, and life is taken at a very relaxed pace. Sierra Leone has experienced great economic growth in the recent years. The government had fully re-established control over its territory, and former rebel fighters have disarmed and demobilized under the Professional National Army. There is also restoration of peace.
The flag of the country is a horizontal tricolor of light green, white, and light blue. It was adopted April 27, 1961. The green refers to the natural resources, specifically agriculture and mountains. The white shows the unity and justice, and the blue evokes the national harbor Freetown, the capital city of Sierra Leone, as well as the hopes of contributing to world peace.